Hello grade 3 learners. Welcome to MwalimuPLUS live class. My name is teacher Anastasia Ongidi. I'll be teaching you mathematics activities. Hope you're fine. Okay, good. Now, we want to review the topic that we learned in our previous lesson. Do you remember what we were learning about? Oh yes, we were learning about numbers, and we were learning numbers which are not whole, which we call fractions. And we learned about identifying an eighth as part of a group. Can you remember how we were doing it? Oh good, we said that an eighth as part of a group, it means that the group must have 8 things, so that when we pick one, then we'll have 1 out of the 8. And it was so easy. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I gave you some work to help you remember how to get an eighth. Look at this. We have a chain. This chain has how many rings? Did you count? Very good. 8 rings. Very good. Now, we are taught that color an eighth of the chain. So, for us to be able to know how many rings that we are going to color, first, we know already we have 8 rings, isn't it? Yes, so, number 2, we need to remember that an eighth is 1 out of 8. So, we are going to pick one of those rings. And this is how we are supposed to do it. You color only one because we have 8 rings. Were you able to do that? Bravo! Very good. So, today we want to learn more about fractions. And we have a very interesting lesson today. We are going to learn numbers, fractions, and we are going to compare a quarter and an eighth. Remember, we learned about a quarter as 1 out of 4 equal parts. And an eighth is 1 out of 8 equal parts. So now, we want to compare them. When we are comparing them, it means that we are going to identify which one is bigger than the other one. And so, we are going to have activities that will help us know which one is bigger and which one is smaller. Now, look at this. We have 2 oranges here. We are going to make fractions out of these oranges. By the way, do you like oranges? Oh yes, I like oranges too. They are nutritious. They are good. So we should eat a fruit every day, isn't it? Very good. So now, when you have friends you want to share with your orange, you make the cards and then you share some fraction with them. That's how we use fractions in our lives. Every day, when mommy cooks food in one pot, we make the food, we put the food in plates, and so we divide the food that was in the pot in various plates, and those are fractions. So children, I know you'll be able to use these fractions in your daily activities. Let's see how to make a quarter out of 1 orange and an eighth out of another orange, and then we see which one is bigger, which one is smaller. Good. Look at this. The first orange, we cut it into 4 equal parts, making one of those parts a quarter. And in the second orange, we are going to cut it into 8 equal parts. So, one of these pieces will be an eighth of that orange. Can you see the diagram? Yes, and the orange looks yummy, isn't it? Very good. So now, 1 piece out of the 4, we call it a quarter. And 1 piece out of the 8, we call it an eighth. So when you look at it, Which one is bigger than the other one? Good. The quarter piece is bigger than the eighth. Why? When we take the eighth, you will have how many pieces in that one quarter? Very good. We'll have 2 pieces. We can make 2 pieces out of the quarter piece. So, a quarter is bigger than an eighth, isn't it? Very good. So, we want to do some activities with these diagrams here so that we can see which are bigger and which are smaller. Is that okay? Just be keen. Remember, the secret is watch out for a quarter and an eighth. We are good to go. Look at the diagrams. We have diagram A and diagram B. Can you see the fractions? Yes. Now, we want to look at the shaded parts. The first diagram, A. Which part is shaded? Very good. That is a quarter. Why? Oh, yes. Because that piece is cut into how many pieces? 4 pieces. So, 1 out of those 4 is shaded, isn't it? Very good. And let's see the second diagram, B. Oh, yes, that is an eighth. That piece is cut into 8 equal parts. So, 1 of those 8 equal parts is shaded. And so, that is an eighth. So, a quarter and an eighth. Which one is bigger than the other one? Very good. It's a quarter. Which diagram is colored a quarter? A. Good. A is a quarter. So, it's the biggest when you compare to the other fraction. Very good. So now, you want to do another activity. Do you love pizza? Oh yes, I love pizza too. Look at this. We ate the pizza and we made some fraction there. Can you look at the first pizza? What fraction was remained there? A quarter. Very good. What about the second? Yes, the second pizza remained only an eighth. Very good. So now, I want you to tell me which of this diagram of pizza has the smallest piece. Very good. It's the second diagram B because an eighth is smaller than a quarter, isn't it? Yes, so this is our answer. The smallest fraction there is the eighth with a pizza 1 piece out of 8. I hope you are enjoying these activities. So children, I want you to make more practice at home. Share fruits like watermelon. Cut them into 4 pieces. Cut them into 8 pieces. And then ask your siblings which one is bigger, which one is smaller. You can even serve tea with different portions in the cup. Then ask your sibling or even your parents which one is bigger, which one is smaller. And then when we meet next, we shall continue learning more about fraction. Now, I have some work for you. Here, I have 2 rectangles. Part of these rectangles is shaded. I want you to look at them keenly. Yes, concentrate well. And then identify the portion that is colored. Then tell me which fraction is smaller of these 2 diagrams. Is it A or B? Until next time, have a nice time. Bye-bye.